The FBI is now joining the investigation into two high-profile burglaries occurring at the homes of Kansas City Chiefs stars Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. According to the reports, the thieves stole jewelry, designer handbags, trophies, cash, even Kelce's 2020 Super Bowl jersey. Now, fortunately, no one was harmed, and both NFL stars now say they are beefing up their home security. They are sparing no expense when it comes to the safety of their families. So let's talk about this. Joining me now, partner at PAX Group, a global crisis and conflict management consultancy, and former FBI agent, Michael Harrigan. Michael, thank you for your time on this. First of all, what stands out to you most right now about these crimes, and what does it say that the FBI is now getting involved?
Well, when you have two teammates like this who are victimized a day apart, that's problematic. Obviously, somebody's targeting them because of their affiliation, their public image, who they are. The FBI now comes in because, with Mahomes' residence being Missouri and Kelce's being in Kansas, there's a state line there. So anytime you have, larcenies or stolen property across state lines, that becomes an FBI jurisdictional matter. So the FBI is in here to help with that. Now, the question becomes whether these are potentially a local group who targeted them, or whether it might be an interstate group that moves within the region or across the country. That'll be something that'll come out in the investigation. Hopefully shortly, they'll have some information on this. But the FBI's resources here can be very beneficial to the local agencies in both of those jurisdictions.
So, Michael, one of these burglaries happened on a game day. In that time frame of the game, and this was reportedly a, quote, calculated break-in. Would you agree, and what does that tell you?
Well, it tells you that these individuals were likely targeted, and because they're public figures, like any public figure out there, their schedules are normally widely known. Obviously, they're going to be out of the house for practices and for games, so it's very predictable, their movements. So that comes back to what their estate security is and what their security posture is at their estates, and what the precautions that are being taken to prevent these kind of things. But clearly, somebody targeted them because of their means, their wealth, and their public image here.
And not to give away, obviously, security secrets, but when you think about these are multi-million-dollar properties here. So you kind of assume, the security is top-notch. How does something like this even happen?
That's a good question. I've worked with several, very high net worth individuals, and security precautions vary based on, it all starts with the security assessment, what their vulnerabilities are, and how much resources they have to put into security. So something like this, I'm sure they had good video surveillance there that's going to show who these individuals are. Whether they're identifiable or not from the videos remains to be seen. But most have video. The question is, what type of personnel did they have on the ground there to potentially see somebody trying to get in and take proactive measures to prevent entry into the house? It doesn't appear as if they had security personnel either there or they were in a position to see them coming in. But, this is a very big industry across America for high net worth individuals and celebrities that normally operates behind the scenes. It's a very quiet industry. And anytime you have a breach into the living quarters of somebody, it's a failure. There's a failure there. So I'm sure these two individuals are going to take the necessary measures now to tighten that security, to correct those deficiencies, and put in place the resources to prevent this from happening again, especially when you have family members there, young children there. That raises the seriousness of such an intrusion even higher. So I expect them to take the right measures to tighten these things up.
Yeah, absolutely. Our former FBI agent, Michael Harrigan, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.